Howdy folks, welcome back for another live photo shoot, which means Loki's probably going to be running around and I'm going to get scratched and a light's going to get knocked over, but all in good fun. In this video we're again filming from 4 different locations, 4 different cameras, and we're going to edit it in real time so you see the shots that we're actually creating. Now in this one, essentially I want to show you the difference in effect you get between an umbrella and a softbox. Now, an umbrella is kind of the staple. You know, when we're doing our weekend workshops, Steph and I travel the world teaching off-camera flash workshops. And if you haven't seen that or you can't get to one, we also made an express off-camera flash download series. Loki's chewing a plastic bag in the back. I'm sure that's really good for her. You can check that out, and that goes through all of the technical things and will quickly get you with your flash off-camera nice and quick. And right now, folks, you can get a free copy of my off-camera flash guide and my guide to working with models. If you check out the 5-day business deal, you get 95% off a whole bunch of different business education and resources, including my business course. And for those who use my link above and below, I'll also be sending out an extra free bonus of off-camera flash and working with models. Check it out, the offer ends March 10th. Umbrella is quickly people's favorite. When you go from a bare flash to an umbrella, wow, everything gets nice and soft and the results are just kind of nice, but they're also kind of boring. That said, there are some pluses and minuses between umbrella and softbox, so I want to show them to you. So first of all, we have just a bare flash. I've got it connected via my camera. I'm shooting it all in manual, so forget the equipment I'm using. This is a pretty expensive combo, but any camera setup will let you shoot as we're shooting right now. I'm shooting at 1/200th of a second, f5.6, ISO 200, and as always, take a little test shot so you can see. Oh, that's beautiful. And our frame is basically black. That's where I like to always start, so then we know the light we're adding is our own. So I currently have the flash at 1/8 power, and it's pretty directly lighting her. I'm going to shoot it wide just so you can see. Cute. Okay, so we're getting a really hard shadow from that. The light's going past her, lighting her, spilling onto the background, and then where Steph is blocking the light from hitting the background, we get a Steph-shaped shadow in the background. Makes sense. If we want to get rid of that big shadow in the background, it can be as simple as, so this one will actually pose, turn your body towards the light. We can just come in tight so that light is hitting the wall out of frame, and here we just get the light coming straight across her, so instant result. But it is extremely hard. So there's one concept I want you to get your head around in this video, and that is that the hardness of the light is only dependent on how big the light source looks to your subject. So that also takes into account how big is your subject. We have a human-sized Stephanie. If we were shooting a little toy figurine, the light would look bigger to them, which would therefore make it softer to them. So this is quite small. It means we're getting quite a hard light. Turn your shoulders straight onto me. So we get a nice hard light and shadow across her face. By the way, beautiful haircut.
Thank
Congratulations.
you. It's so nice and liberating.
If anyone is from a shampoo company out there and looking for a sponsor, I mean a sponsor-e.
I have been wanting to do a hair commercial for so long.
Well,
and I was
you've
like, you know what,
cut
I
all
give
your
up.
hair
I'm
off,
just
so
gonna cut it.
not now.
Well, not even.
Let's jump in and take a look at our first mod. So, one thing to keep in mind, all modifiers will steal some light. So no matter what it is, if you put something between the flash and your subject, it's going to steal a little bit of light, so you need to adjust for that. So this is, I think, a 32-inch umbrella. One thing, and I'm sorry to all the umbrella manufacturers out there, it does not matter what brand, how much you paid, any of that stuff for the quality of light you're going to get. When you buy a more expensive umbrella, all you're really buying is that it's less likely to break, maybe that it won't tear, that it folds down smaller, it gets bigger, or it's lighter, or those kind of build quality issues. But all you're really buying in terms of light quality is a size of the umbrella. So what we've done is we've gone from this size light source, 2 inches by 1 inch or something, to a 32-inch round modifier. Now, just come in here close, Johnny. One thing you want to keep in mind if we don't fill this with light, for example, if we shoot it, it's kind of hitting there, then that's the size of our modifier. We're not using the whole thing. So let me get a shot of the back of it. And if I drop my diffuser down, that's then going to fill it. Yeah, so that's totally filling it. But having dropped the diffuser, it's spreading wider, power's going to effectively drop a little. Putting the modifier in front, the light drops a little as well. So I'm going to put this up by 1.3 stops, and let's see how that is for exposure. Please stop killing the air. I need this air. Okay, so we're getting there. Shoulders towards the light. The hair really does suit you. Good choice.
Yay!
Okay, so much, much softer. Now again, totally square on to me. Just to see the difference in that left to right shadowing. So you can see in the magic of editing, we will throw up the original one that was bare to this one to show you how much softer the light has gotten. So that's quite nice, right? Now, a good thing about an umbrella is they kind of, well, it's a plus and a minus. Something to keep in mind, they throw light everywhere. So that's great if you're trying to cover a big subject from a close distance. The light will most likely get to her head and feet if we put it down a little. It's still going to be hardest in the middle, but it will give us decent coverage. So let's just get a wide shot. This isn't it. Perfect. Beautiful. Yeah, that actually works just beautiful. But stand up taller, let's see you turn towards it. So obviously this isn't the final shot. I'm including the light and all of the background just to show you. But we get full coverage there. But it also means you're getting it all in the background. So if we go and just see the wall behind her, you see that in the shot. You can see there's a line of light going up here. That's where the light's actually just wrapping around the edge of the umbrella and spilling directly onto the background. So it's kind of soft, it's nice, it's flattering on the skin, but after you shoot with it for a while, it gets to be quite boring. And the fact that it throws light everywhere makes it really difficult for us to keep the background dark. So again, nice and tight shot here. So you can see if you want it to do double duty, it is. The umbrella is lighting her, but it's also hitting here, wrapping all around, and it's lighting the background for us. So if we want that, perfect. If we don't want that, that's where a softbox is great. So just for the sake of keeping in mind our sizes, would you hold this for me and pretend to be singing in the rain? So.
I like fly away. No.
That's Mary Poppins, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's a musical, it's not singing in the rain though.
Yeah, but aren't both of them like musicals, basically?
Yeah, but I thought you would tap. And I don't want medicine. I think we've gone too far on this.
Sugar.
True, that's true. I do like sugar.
Yeah.
So, this is a pop-up softbox. Packs nice and flat. Now, let's just run through a quick pluses and minuses on these guys. Plus in favor of the umbrella. They're really cheap. They're really easy to use. They do give you a nice soft light straight out of the box. Minus, they're much more likely to break. An umbrella, when it falls over in the wind, and they will fall over in the wind, they quickly bend. This will break quickly. The actual center column, if you tighten it up too much, can crush, and then it's hard to use. These, they pretty much can't break. They might blow away, but it's just a collapsible. It's like a big reflector, triangular shape. And then it's kind of a trade-off. So this will give us, back to size. Just point the umbrella straight at them. So that's the size of the light source you're getting on the umbrella. This is the size on the softbox. Of course, there's bigger and smaller umbrellas, bigger and smaller softboxes. Depends on which one you buy. But with the softbox up close, it's still a really nice big light source that's going to give us a nice soft light. But because it has the black walls, it lets us restrict the spill of the light. So can you hold that for me, please? Mm-hmm. So we can direct the light exactly where we want it and block it from getting to the background or wherever else that we may not want it. So I'll pop links to this softbox below, but they're all kind of much of a muchness. Again, what you're paying for if you get a brand name one is basically better build quality rather than a better quality of light. So, are you being a Jedi?
Choreography. Do, do, do. It's a sword. Okay, fine. Sorry.
You're a Jedi. Okay, so this has double diffusion in it. This has double diffusion in it, so potentially it's going to steal a little more light again. So I'm going to pop it up another third of a stop, and then these attach nice and easily. Thanks, Steph. You got 4 corners, you just hook them all on, and then that's basically it. So it's actually this attaches to the stand rather than having it attached to the bottom of the flash. Then you pop the flash straight in the back, and it's shooting then through the first diffusion, the second diffusion, and pop onto Steph. So you can see, because this has black walls, it's not going to let the light spill nearly as much. So if you turn towards this, and I can see from here where is likely and where isn't likely to actually get the light in the background. Cool. So, oh, a little bit too bright. I overestimated how much this would steal in terms of light. I'm going to drop it back about half a stop. Nice, nice, nice. So we're still getting a really nice soft light, but it's not spilling nearly as much into the background. Turn straight onto it, just eyes to me. Ooh, which way am I going? I don't even know. Okay, and then turning square onto me. So again, still, actually, let's get right in close. What will you call that hair? Is it a bob?
A long bob, I think?
A long bob, that's a
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah.
So it's like a 21st century version of Jennifer Aniston, maybe. Do you know who Jennifer Aniston is?
Yeah.
Too young?
No. This haircut, apparently, Tim says that it makes me look like 16.
I agree it does make you look younger, yes. What do you guys think? You like the haircut? Well, let's just say, how old do you think she looks with it rather than do you like it? It's lovely, that's not subjective. Okay, so again, turning towards the light source. So if we want to really get it away from the background, I can have it pointing like this. Nice. This is really nice. Hold up. Let's get a wide one with the softbox so you guys can see it. Perfect. One more of them, that'll be our cover. Hey! Steph is the Fonz. Actually, take a small step back. So this is part of lifting the curtain on the YouTube mystery, guys.
Ooh.
You do always have to think about your cover. So I want a little bit more space there for our cover. So do your A. So you see, we're getting a nice black frame that I'm then able to put that into, which I guess you saw in the cover.
The glamour.
Right. Such mystery.
Oh.
I'll be like kicked out of the Magician's Guild at this rate. So that's a plus. It packs up nicely, doesn't break in transit. They're still relatively cheap for this kind of style, and you'll have one for years, whereas an umbrella will probably break after 4 or 5 shoots. It lets you restrict the spill of light a lot more effectively, but it's not going to give you as much coverage. An umbrella is designed to throw light everywhere. So if we look at this one, again, kind of putting it halfway through her body. You can do it. The silliness is good. But you can see we're just kind of catching her feet. It's not giving as good coverage as the umbrella was.
This looks like...
And here I was thinking, wow, this live is going to be far less zaniness that I need to process compared to when we had Johanna in. But here we are.
That's good. It didn't go
It
too
is good,
crazy.
yeah. So, let me know your questions. Let me know what is your favorite modifier as well for off-camera flash. If you're interested in getting into learning off-camera flash, check out mattgranger.com/OCF off-camera flash. That was the first guide that Steph and I made together. We did that one, then we did the wedding photography, then implied nude portraiture. They're all up at the workshops page. Make sure you've clicked like if you want to see more of these videos and leave us your feedback. And is that it?
Subscribe and ring the bell to get notified when his videos come out.
All of those things,
Yeah,
please.
you know,
Thank you.
this typical YouTuber stuff. You already shared the trade secrets and you gotta
Like
finish strong.
Durr.
Brr.
Okay, bye.
Jonathan's just like, yeah.
I didn't hit record, but I think it was the right decision.